Hi everyone, welcome to my crafty adventures. I'm here today with the Happy Mail Packaging YouTube hop, and I'm so incredibly honored to be invited by Bethany, who is your crafty BFF. She is hosting this YouTube hop, and when she suggested the topic, I was really excited to participate. I love packaging. I think receiving a gift that is exquisitely wrapped, beautifully packaged, just raises it to a whole other level. So I wanted to come on today and talk to you a little bit about using bag toppers when you don't necessarily have bag topper dies. How can you dress up that little cellophane bag or package without using a bag topper die? And there are so many of them out there, and they're beautiful and I love them, but you can only have so many. So like I said, what happens if you don't have a bag topper die or you don't have any dies at all? So those are the two little subjects we're going to cover today. Here you can see I just slipped this sheet of stickers inside this pink cellophane bag, and it's pretty. The stickers are pretty, and it would be lovely gifted just like this. However, it adds so much more when you're able to just add on a little bit of beauty. And this was the easiest of all the bag toppers. This required literally no tools at all. All I did was I took a doily, just like this one, and these I just ordered online. I folded it in half. Very simple. And then I decorated it, and it easily fits right over the bag, just like so. Now, the one thing that you do want to keep in mind is that when you're adhering a bag topper, regardless of the kind, you want to adhere it to the part of the bag that does not seal. So the part that's already sealed. The unsealed edge where the gift comes in and out, you want to leave that open for now so that you can put your gift in. If you adhere the bag topper to the top of the bag where it's already sealed, the recipient can remove the gift and use the bag all over again and reseal it, or even just keep what you sent them in the bag. So that's just one tip I wanted to share with you. And we'll go over how to do that at the end of this if you have a bag that doesn't have a seal already built into it. So like I said, I basically just took a doily, decorated it with a pretty flower, and added a sentiment, and I was ready to go. Now, we're not going to concentrate on decorating our bag toppers in this video. We're just going to talk about how to make bag toppers. So what are your other options? So we use the doily, and that's a lot of fun. Very easy. Get a bag of these for no money on Temu or AliExpress, and you have yourself immediate bag toppers. What else can I do if I don't happen to have doilies? Well, what about a piece of paper? Take a piece of paper, like I took this one, and use some decorative edge scissors. So all I did here was cut these edges, as you can see. There's that ribbony edge. And then I'm all set. And once again, I just pop it on top, and I have a lovely bag topper. Go ahead then, decorate it up as much as you want, and it's good to go. And how lovely would it be to get a gift in this little bag? Now, last but not least, what happens if, again, I don't have a die and I'm running out the door and I got to get this packaged and in the mail? I took a rectangle piece of paper, literally a rectangle, folded it in half, no special cuts, no special dies, no special anything, decorated it beautifully with a piece of ribbon. And how pretty is that just to stick on the top of your bag? Now, don't neglect things that you may find around the house. For example, I received this beautiful Mother's Day card from my husband. And don't worry, he already knows that I like to cut things up. But how pretty is this cellophane? I'm going to cut out the part that says "You are my wife," or "For my wife," rather. And I'm just going to cut that straight across. So pretty. I'm going to discard that part. And now I'm going to take the cellophane, I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to use my bone folder here. Make sure that's nice and even. I'm going to trim up any sides that may not be exactly cut evenly. And this, of course, would have been done much better if I used my trimmer rather than just a pair of scissors. But look at how pretty that beautiful cellophane flower is. And put it on top of this pink bag. Or a clear bag or another color bag. And that's just beautiful. Maybe add a few little pieces of bling to it. Whatever you want to embellish it. And so pretty. So elegant. So look around your house for all kinds of little things that you can use to just make a bag topper out of. Maybe it's a page from a book. Maybe it's a greeting card. Maybe it's a page from a magazine. Whatever it is that you can build upon, use it and make a beautiful bag topper. Okay, so now we've gone over what happens if you don't have any dies. There you go, you have a few options for making bag toppers. But what if you do have some basic dies, some basic shapes that you want to use, but you don't have a bag topper die per se? Well, I've made a few different ones here. So for example, I made this waffle kind of flower. And I used this die set right here. I used the largest of the waffle flowers. And basically I'm going to do the same thing. I cut out this pretty shape. I'm going to fold it in half. Use my bone folder to make sure I get a nice crease. And again, right on top. I can decorate it as much as I like. This particular one, I really liked the shape of this die. Let me show you. I think this is an old Spellbinders die that I got free. So I really liked this shape, but I knew that if I folded this in half, and I did cut it out, that it would be too narrow to actually fit over a bag topper. Can you see that? That would be really thin. So I cut out two pieces. And when in a jam, go ahead, cut out two pieces and glue them together. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's give this a quick dab of glue. And I'm just going to come right around the top here. Right? Because we don't want to glue it all together. We want to be able to leave it opening so we can slide it over our baggie. And I just want to make sure that this is all glued down nicely. And there I have my bag topper. So all I need to do is slip it over the top of my bag and I'm good to go. Good to decorate. Really interesting shape, really fun, easy to do. And the only thing that was different from this bag topper to the last was I used a die to cut out an interesting shape. So I have my two different shapes here, and those are just using cutting dies. One other fun thing that I did with a die is created one with a little handle, and I'm going to show you how I did this. For this, I used a large round die to originally cut the piece, and you'll see that as I open it up. This was from a large round die. However, the one we're going to work on today is from just a piece of rectangle paper that I cut. So I cut this paper, just decided how big I wanted it and how far I wanted it to fold over my bag. What I did was I took this medium-sized oval die and I just placed it on my folded piece of paper. I ran it through my die machine and it cut out this groove here for me. Okay, and when I open it up, you'll see it's a full oval. The next step was I decided I wanted my handles to be done in gold. So I took my gold foil paper, and again, I took this die, the same oval die that I used to cut out this indentation, and then I took the size down, the little oval die that's a little bit smaller. I just placed it in the center, and I ran it through my die machine just like that. And what I got were these little ovals. So now I can just go ahead and take some glue. Don't need much. And I'm going to piece this on right here, making sure I cover up where I cut out the indentation, like that. And I'm going to take this piece and do the other side. But this time, not only am I going to add my glue around the outside of the indentation, I'm going to add my glue to the other side, the back side of the other handle. And I'm just going to put those on so that they match up. Again, just pressing down a little bit, making sure everything's adhered nicely. And when you are gluing things together, you want to give it a little bit of time to dry. You don't want to put it right on the bag. So there we have it. We have this beautiful bag topper with a little golden handle. Again, slip it right over my bag. And mail off my gift. Now, of course, I may want to trim this down a little given the size of the bag, and that's okay. Or I want to save it for a bigger bag, that's okay too. So you just do whatever works best for you. Let's go ahead and package something up and take a look at how we would make sure the bag topper's on the right side. So I'm just going to use my little doily here, and I really think this is cute. And I can adhere that to the top with glue or with a staple or anything I want. But for now, I'm just going to use glue. And I'm going to add a little glue inside here. I'm sorry, I just ripped my doily. Okay, there we go. So we have our bag topper. It's good to go. It needs to dry a bit. It is on some glassine or cellophane, so it's going to be a little bit slippery for a bit. Then we're going to go ahead, add our gift, whatever that may be. Maybe I'm going to gift this other bag topper. Let's just put that in. I seem to have misplaced my stickers. So we'll put my bag topper in here. And now I want to seal this up. But I don't have any kind of double-sided tape. So we're just going to make our own. What we're going to do is we're going to flip the bag over, and I'm going to cut the seam on this side. Then I'm going to cut straight across, and then I'm going to cut the seam on this side. And I could have done a better job cutting straight, no doubt. Okay, now I can go ahead and I can take my double-sided tape and I'm just going to add this to the flap that is still intact. Not the side that I cut off, but the flap that's still intact here. And I'm going to cut that piece off. Trim that, remove my double-sided tape. Actually, let's make sure it's nice and adhered strongly there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this. Take the flap, seal it over, and there I have my bag. So I've been able to make my own seal for the bag. There we have it, our gift, all packaged up with a lovely bag topper, sealed. The recipient can unseal it, take out whatever they want, and reuse the gift bag if they so choose. So I hope that was helpful. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoy making bag toppers and doing creative things with it. I hope it was helpful for you. Remember, you don't need any specific tools. Be creative. Look around your house for all kinds of fun shapes, cards, catalogs, books, anything you want, and make yourself some fun bag toppers. Thanks for joining me for this hop. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next crafty adventure. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.